Hello, hello everyone. My name is Holly, and today we will be talking about the number two. So I look forward to working with you as we talk about the number two. Let me show you what we will be actually doing. First, we will talk about what you were doing 2 hours ago, 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, so forth. Then we will talk about two idioms, and we will ask an answer question about what are two things. What were the last two things you did? Can you name two things? Where are two places? And so forth. So this is going to be a discussion activity and so forth. So, all right. Thank you for coming, Cornell and Sasha. Welcome.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you again. So, um,
we haven't met for ages.
yeah, it's been a long time. So, and is everything okay, Alexander?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. My friend just came over, so I had to left.
I wonder what it was, but I thought it was something like that because you first said "be right back" and then you left. So I thought, oh, I bet he's got an external source as to why he's leaving. So excellent. And Nadia, it's really nice to see you again. How have you been? Hello, Nadia.
Hello, Holly.
Hi. It's nice to see you again. It's been a long time, except for last hour, but I mean before that. So it's been several weeks. Have you been very busy, or have I just been missing you? Have I not seen you in class?
I'm so busy, yeah. And now I have a long
Yeah.
weekend, yeah, and I can have a lesson in Berlin.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I wondered. I didn't know, and of course my schedule changes. So when I don't see people, they may just be in other classes because my schedule is never the same. So awesome. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start, and then if other people want to join us, they can. Otherwise, we'll have a small group. So, and I pressed the wrong button. Bear with me a moment. All right. So, Sasha, and I keep going between your two names. I don't know why I'm doing that. So, Sasha, what were you doing 2 hours ago?
2 hours ago, I learned English.
Oh, I was learning English.
Yeah.
What
What were you doing? Okay. I was learning English.
I was learning English. Okay. All right. And hello, Vladimir. Welcome.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning. So where are you from, Vladimir?
From Russia, Sochi.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Excellent. So, and my name is Holly, and I'm from Idaho. And then we have Sasha from Russia. We have Nadia, who's from the Ukraine, but she's living in New Zealand. And then we also have Cornell, who's from Hungary, so far here today. So welcome.
Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you too. Nadia, what were you doing 2 hours ago?
My husband and me were walking in the park.
Okay, so instead of my husband and me, you would say my husband and I were walking in the park.
Okay.
So my husband and I. Okay, excellent. All right, Cornell, what were you doing 2 hours ago?
I was having breakfast.
I was having breakfast. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Vladimir, what were you doing 2 hours ago?
Actually, I was sleeping 2 hours ago.
I'm sorry. Could you speak a little louder?
Yeah, actually, I was sleeping 2 hours.
I was sleeping. Okay. which is why you said good morning. Okay,
Yeah.
and for me, I was at Walmart, which is a local department store here that is open 24 hours, and I was shop excuse me, shopping for Easter gifts for my nieces and nephews. So that's what I was doing, and myself, and it was kind of like Easter is in the States. Easter can kind of be like Christmas when it comes to shopping for last minute things. So the store was very, very busy. So, all right, and Cornell, what were you doing 2 days ago?
2 days ago. As far as I know, I participated in some verbing lessons.
Okay.
It was morning. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, and you do that in the mornings. So
Yeah.
yeah. And Nadia, what were you doing 2 days ago?
I was resting, yeah, because it was Good Friday and I have a weekend, yeah, and I was resting at home, yeah.
Awesome. All right. And Sasha, what were you doing 2 days ago?
I was working.
Okay.
I worked.
All right. And Vladimir, what were you doing 2 days ago?
2 days ago, I was working with my friend on a business. I mean, we went to the bank and made a credit card for me new, and we also went to the exhibition we have here. It's a hotel, restaurant exhibition where we eat for free.
Oh,
So
that's funny.
and then in the evening we went to the cinema.
You went to the what?
To the cinema.
Cinema. Okay. Cinema. Awesome. And 2 days ago at this time, I believe I was asleep, or I had just finished teaching on Verbling, and I was Facebooking or something like that. So, all right. So, Cornell, what were you doing 2 weeks ago?
In my opinion, I took part in some verbing lessons as well.
Probably.
So yeah, in the morning it is my schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think.
Expect for on Saturdays, because on Saturday I go to the gym
Okay. So
in the morning.
I've always wondered where you are on Saturday mornings. So, yeah, okay. And Nadia, what were you doing 2 weeks ago?
I was sick on Sunday 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I damaged my back, yeah, in the when I did exercise for body on special machine. Yeah, it's home gym. Yeah, and I damaged my back, and I still at home, and I was sick. Yeah.
Okay. And Sasha, what were you doing 2 weeks ago?
Many things. I was working. I was having party, and I was learning English.
Okay. You were having a party.
Yes, at my friend's house.
So were you having the party, or were you at a party?
Oh, so yeah, I was at a party.
Okay. So what's the difference between to have a party and to be at a party?
Have a party. It's when at my house when I arrange it.
And you're hosting it, yes.
Yes, and that party, and when I somewhere in other place.
All right. Excellent. And how about you, Flat? Vlada, what were you doing 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I was passing my exams at the university.
Oh, awesome. So did everything go well? Everything went well? And are you completely done now?
Yes, except of one writing work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to
Okay.
say.
Is that your thesis or a dissertation?
Oh, I know it's
Or final paper, depending on the level of
no, it's a coursework.
coursework. Okay. And
Yes.
so it'd be like a final paper. Okay. All right. And I'm hearing myself echo. I think somebody needs to mute. So, and hello, Laura. How are you?
Again.
Hi. Welcome. Welcome. So, Laura, what were you doing 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, at this time, I suppose that I was sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, because it's Sunday morning for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And for me, 2 weeks ago, I was teaching here on Verpling at this time. So, all right. Let's go on to the next question. Cornell, what were you doing 2 months ago?
2 months ago, it was early of April, February. Sorry. I think it was the same as I mentioned before. So I was involved somewhere in lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and I was preparing for my previous job because the first date of it was 9th of February, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Laura, what were you doing 2 months ago? And by the way, Vladimir, we don't have to. We're not really talking about this time exactly, but we can, depending. So.
2 months
But,
ago, I think that I was in a town that is near from my town, visiting my sister and my nephew. That's what I usually do at weekends.
Oh, okay. So instead of a near from, you would say near my town.
Near my town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in a town. I was close to my town.
Close to my town.
At my sister's place. Okay.
Perfect.
Nadia.
Yeah.
Nadia, what were you doing 2 months ago?
Oh, in this time, it's evening now in New Zealand. Yeah, maybe I was resting 2 months ago. Yeah, it was summer, and yeah, I think I was resting. I don't remember.
Okay. And now, see, this is April 4th, so it would be February 4th.
Yeah, February. Yeah, in New Zealand it's summer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
February.
Yeah. Summer. Is that strange for you, having
Yeah.
grown up in Ukraine?
Yes, of course, because I in Ukraine in the Christmas we have a snow. Yeah, it's cold snow, and in New Zealand it's summer. Yeah. All Christmas tree, and a lot of people have go to the beach. Yeah, and Christmas tree on the beach. It's very yeah, it's very strange. It's first time. Yeah. But it's my second Christmas. It was my second Christmas in New Zealand. Yeah, and maybe next Christmas it will be not so strange. Yeah, next and again. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you'll get used to it. So maybe, but then maybe it will always be a novelty. which is like something new and fun. So uh, awesome. All right, Sasha, what were you doing 2 months ago?
I was I was sick 2 months ago.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I just checked the count. Oh, okay. Vladimir, first of all, what were you doing 2 months ago?
2 months ago, I was at the hospital. I had problems with my right eye,
Mm,
and I had injections right in the eye.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Wow.
that's all.
Yeah. Wow. So sorry about that, but is it better now?
Yeah, now it's better. Now it helps me to not to go to the Russian army.
Okay. Well, that was nice in one respect if you didn't want to go. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And for me, 2 months ago, I just checked my calendar, and 2 months ago I was teaching. I had just finished teaching at Verbling, so I was probably um, I don't know, just resting. So probably heading to bed to go to sleep. So, all right. So, what were you doing 2 years ago, Cornell?
I was working for Pop-Up Sport of Hungary Ltd. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If it was a working day.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. And Laura, what were you doing 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I suppose that I was working in a town near to my town,
Mm-hmm.
and I suppose that I was doing the breakfast. I was making the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. And Nadia, what were you doing 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I was living in Ukraine. Yeah, and in this time, maybe I um, had a shopping. I had a shopping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And Sasha, what were you doing 2 years ago?
It was approximately 2 years. I got my drive license.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. And Vladimir, what were you doing 2 years ago?
2 years ago, in general, I was studying at college, but I don't remember what I was doing on Sunday. Maybe sleep.
Sleeping. Okay. I just checked 2 years ago, and that was Thursday, April 4th, instead of Sunday. And I just checked my calendar because I keep a calendar, and I was unemployed during that time. And I had an interview at 9 o'clock that morning, and then I took my mom's husband to the airport that afternoon. And that's all I did that day. So,
Wow.
but it was. I wasn't doing. I think wasn't doing a lot of English teaching at the time. I was supervising people teaching English, but I wasn't teaching myself. So, all right. Let's go on to the next one. Bear with me a moment. Okay, these are different idioms, and what we're going to do is we're going to match the idioms on one side to the definitions on the other side. So we've got a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. A game that two can play. It takes two to tango. Like two peas in a pod. No two ways about it. Stand on one's own 2 feet. Two heads are better than one. And two wrongs don't make a right. So let's see if we can match these, and then we will talk about the meaning. So Cornell, can you read the first one?
A bird in the hand.
No, I'm sorry. Read on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, the
Okay.
definition.
Yeah. Independent, able to take care of oneself.
Okay, which one would that be? What do you think? Or can anyone help him?
It's better to value than you have.
I have no any idea, and I wouldn't like to tell something stupid.
Okay, you don't want to be wrong. Okay, does anybody have any idea? Any guess?
Yeah, maybe it's better to value. Yeah.
Well, in this one right here, this side, independent, able to take care of oneself. What does this mean? What idiom does that match with? I always do it backwards.
Stand on one's own 2 feet.
Yes, stand on one's own 2 feet. So if you are able to take care of yourself, you are standing on your own 2 feet. Okay.
It means someone is single.
No, it means that you're independent. You could be single.
Yeah.
But it's a feeling we all get when we're in our 20s, finish university, and we're able to just take care of ourselves. We don't have we don't have to get money from our parents because we have a job.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, Laura, can you read the next definition?
A game that two can play.
No,
Maybe.
not on this side.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is the first one, no?
Yes.
So maybe then, yes.
So it is better to. Can you read this?
Yes, it's better to value what you have than to try to get more.
Yes, so it's better to value what you have than try to get more. So a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Yes.
All right. And Nadia, can you read the next one?
It's never right to do wrong to another person. Maybe two wrongs don't make a right.
That sounds right to me. Bear with me. I'm just checking. Because I hate it when I'm wrong. So, bear with me a moment. I've lost my mouse. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, and Sasha, could you do the next one?
It will definitely be that one way. I just don't understand what does it mean. So
Okay.
I can't match.
Basically, what it means is if you say it'll definitely be that one way, is there's no choices. It'll just be whatever
Okay.
whatever it is.
No two ways about it.
Yes. No two ways about it. So there's no choices. You're only going to do it that way. Okay, and Vladimir, could you read the next one?
Two people who are similar and fit well together. Like two peas in a pot.
Perfect. Like two peas in a pod. Excellent. You guys are doing great on this. Cornell, can you read the next one?
Two people working together to solve problems better than each person working alone. I guess is two hats are better than one.
Perfect. Okay, and Laura, could you read the next one?
When two people have a conflict, both people are at fault. So it takes two to tango.
Yes. It takes two to tango. This is what my mom used to say all the time when I was a child. And I would get in an argument or a fight with my brother or sister. And of course, I was never wrong, right? Or they were never wrong. But my mom would always say it takes two to tango. And does everybody know what to tango is?
It's a dance?
It's a dance, yeah.
Yeah.
And it requires to tango. It requires two people, right?
It is emotion dance, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But it requires two people. You can't do it by yourself. And when you have an argument, you can't argue with yourself. So that's what it means. So, and then the last one, Nadia, can you read this one?
Will do to that person the wrong that they did to you. It's a game that two can play.
And a game that two can play. All right. So these are idioms, and as I've told for those of you who've been in my classes before, I've always told you that it's really important for you guys to learn idioms and know them. But I want to encourage you, do not memorize them. There are two types of vocabularies. There's a vocabulary, active vocabulary, and those are words that you use every day. And then there's passive vocabulary. And passive vocabulary are idioms and phrasal verbs and vocabulary words that when you hear it, you understand it. When you read it, you understand it, but you don't necessarily use it. And with idioms, I encourage you guys to study it in order to make it into your passive vocabulary, so that you, when you hear it, you understand it. If you memorize an idiom and try to use it, it will not be it will sound very strange, and it will not be natural. So it's better for you to make it part of your passive vocabulary, and then as you become more and more fluent, then you will automatically start using idioms without thinking about it. So, but to start with, don't try to memorize them, because it just will not sound natural at all. Okay, all right. So, but with that in mind, bear with me a moment. Okay, with that in mind, let's go on to discussion. So, what are two? So let's start with the first question, and let's start with Vladimir this time. Vladimir, what are two things you dislike about yourself?
The things I dislike about myself. The first is that I'm a little bit greedy, and the second one is I'm a little bit selfish.
A little bit greedy and a little bit selfish. And those are actually work hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Sasha, how about you? What are two things you dislike about yourself?
First, I very kind sometimes with people who don't deserve it.
Mm,
And second, I think I do the judge myself too hard sometimes,
mm,
and it's uh, I don't know how to say.
hmm
I
So
think
you're
that's it.
too hard on yourself.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So Nadia, how about you? What are two things you dislike about yourself?
Mm, maybe I'm uncertain
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm not so active.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And Laura, how about you? What are two things you dislike about yourself?
Sometimes I'm too maximizer. I don't know the word. With myself.
Maxa what?
Maximizer is when you want everything perfect.
Oh, okay. So sometimes instead of that word, I don't know that word. But perfectionist. Sometimes I'm a perfectionist.
Yes, and I
Mm-hmm.
push myself too much, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And the second thing? Oh, they're a perfectionist and you push yourself. So those are two things. Okay. And Cornell, how about you? What are two things you dislike about yourself?
First of all, I am bad-tempered.
You're what?
Bad-tempered.
Oh, I'm bad-tempered. Okay.
Yeah, but I am trying to kill it, and
Uh-huh.
I am also selfish, but it is only according to my wife.
You're also
But
what?
yeah, but it could be true because I am an only child.
Oh, selfish. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because that can be the case with older children. The other group of people that can be selfish are people who have been single a very long time. So, because they're used to only thinking about themselves. So, and for me, two things I dislike about myself is I can be lazy. I and lazy to the point that I procrastinate way too much. And the other thing is, like several of you, I can be selfish. I think about me first. So, all right, Vladimir, what are two things that scare you?
Two things that scared me. The one I think I'm scared of hate,
Mm-hmm.
and the second, what scares me, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
uh, to not complete the task that you
Uh-huh.
that
May,
gave to me.
maybe failure?
Yes, failure.
Failure. Okay.
Failure.
And so not completing what you set out to do. Okay. All right. And Sasha, what are two of your favorite pastimes?
Do you mean events?
Yeah. Well, pastimes are hobbies or things that you do on a regular basis.
Hobbies. Two things: learn English and uh, going to gym.
Okay. Learning English and going to the gym. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And Nadia, I think you're already in a career. So, what are 2 careers you considered when you were a teenager?
What is considering?
Consider is you're thinking about. So now I've made that into past tense. Look at the verbally chat. What are 2 things you considered? No, 2 things. 2 careers. Instead of 2 things. 2 careers you considered when you were a teenager. Look at the chat. Oh, then the chat's not. Oh. Okay, Google Chat.
Yeah. So I was studying at school very good. Yeah. Is it right?
Yeah.
Is it correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
very well. I was a good student.
Yeah, at school. So what I did.
What were you thinking about being when you were a teenager?
So I was doing that I will be air dispatcher. Yeah.
A dispatcher.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
dispatcher. Yeah, in the airport. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It
actually,
was my goal.
uh-huh. And possibly, was it a dispatcher or an air traffic controller?
Yeah. Yeah. It was my dream when I was teenager. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is there another one that you wanted to be when you were a teenager? Or was that the only one?
What I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe when I was it was about when I was child. Yeah. So I want to. I wanted to be a pilot, pilot. But after that, in my when I was teenager, I dreamed to be a dispatcher. Yeah.
Okay, air traffic controller.
Air traffic controller.
Yeah. So
I don't remember anything.
Okay, a dispatcher. The difference is a dispatcher is a person that works with trucking companies and taxi companies.
Okay.
Okay, so an air traffic controller is a person that gets the planes to the place they need to be.
Okay.
So, all right, Laura, what are 2 places you would want to go on to go to on vacation?
Difficult because I would like to go to many places, but one of them can be New York. I don't know why, but I would like to go to New York once in my life for sure. And I would like to go to the Everest too.
Mount Everest. Okay, and
Everest.
And where is that? That's in. Where is Mount Everest?
Well, I think that is. Let me
Google this. I'm gonna Google it.
Exactly. Yes.
I think
is near Tibet, I think, in Nepal.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why, because I think that it can be a nice place to visit, even if I'm not going to climb the mountain. But but it's like in my mind since a long time ago. That type of things that you think without nonsense and
Mm-hmm.
without knowing exactly why.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened to me once where I was in Finland teaching English, and somebody asked me, where are you going next, Holly? And all of a sudden, the country of Moldova came into my head. And I didn't
Moldova.
even know it was a country. And I was like, really? So now it's one of my dreams to go to Moldova. So,
I'm going to check it on Google.
yeah, it's right. It's a country right next to Romania. It's actually a very Nadia.
It's
Is it
so
close to the
poor
Ukraine?
country.
It's very poor, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's very poor country, and yeah.
Yeah, it was funny, and so it was. Um, so after that, I actually found a job ad for a language school in Moldova, and
Mm.
I researched it, and I was very close to applying, and at the same time, I had to decide whether to stay in Finland and apply for a
Mhm.
longer visa or move to
Mhm.
Moldova. And I talked to my dad on the phone, and I guess he held his breath, and then he didn't say anything until after I made my decisions to stay in Finland. And then he told me that after that he goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you stayed in Finland." So, but one day I'll get to Moldova. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, that just it popped into my head. I didn't even know it was a country, so I was like, "Oh, I'll go to Moldova one day." So, all right. So where are we at? Nadia, what are 2 things you did yesterday?
Yesterday, my mother-in-law has a birthday. Yeah,
Has a what? A birthday. Okay. Okay, so you went to a birthday party? Hello? Okay, I wonder if her internet went out. I know she has problems with that. So, Sasha, what are 2 foods that you are craving to eat?
Cheese and any meat.
Any type of meat.
Yes.
Okay. Would you even eat black sausages?
Black sausages.
Yeah.
What is black sausages?
Okay, that's a black sausage is
I know
a
what sausages, but
delicacy.
what is black?
Okay, it's a delicacy in Finland, and apparently in Scotland as well.
I haven't heard of that. Whoa.
It's called musta makara in Finnish, but
What is
it's
it
the
from?
people. I don't know.
But is
People
it a
would.
sausage?
It's
Is it a sausage?
They call it black sausage, but it's like a blood sausage. And people would ask me, Holly, do you like musta makara? Or do you like black sausage? And I would say, well, the last time I had it was, and I would give a date. It was like August 26, 1998, which was my third day in Finland or something like that. And it was 7 years after that. But yeah, but a lot of people absolutely love it. But I think you have to grow up with it. So you would not eat this. You're not craving that. So,
Sasha,
No, I didn't hear of
Does
it.
it,
Maybe
sorry,
I'll...
does it come from pork?
I don't know, frankly. I'd have to Google it. Let me quickly Google it. I think it probably is from pork, but
It is very delicious.
Have you had it before?
Sorry?
Have you had it before?
Yeah, of course. It is my favorite food. One
Oh,
of
really?
yeah, one of favorite food.
Yeah, this is Mustamakara is what I know it is. It's a Finnish black sausage and a specialty of Tampere, which is the town I was living in. And it is made of pig blood, pork, rye, fat, and spices. The ingredients are mixed together and stuffed into pig's intestines. Mustamakara is a very popular delicacy that can be found in many shops and stalls across Finland. So it's called black sausage in English. But you said any type of meat. I was just wondering if that would be. So is it popular, Cornell, in
In Hungary, yeah, because
Hungary?
there is a occasion every year in Hungary. It is a pork killer. So
Oh, really?
yeah, and from this occasion, we get some food for the next year, and we did the sausage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
with blood and normal sausage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I think you have to grow up with it. I might be wrong. So Vladimir, what are two favorite subjects of yours in college, or what were?
The most of all, I liked English and physical education.
Oh, physical education, okay, and English, awesome. All right. And Cornell, what are two of your funniest memories in high school? I actually would prefer from high school.
Yeah. The most one was graduation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And mm, I had many funniest memories, but I don't remember at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what are Laura? What are two colors you like?
I love blue
Uh-huh.
and I like black.
Okay, blue and black. Are those the colors that you wear mostly?
Yes, usually. But I have a lot of things with stripes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes. But I usually dress with black and blue.
Mm-hmm. And then you have a lot of stripes.
Yes.
Do you have black and blue stripes?
Yes, and blue stripe and green and yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next question. Nadia, what were the last two things you were recently irritated about?
Last two things.
Mm-hmm.
Recently irritated about what is irritated. Oh, I should check.
Irritated. Another word for irritated is annoyed. Do you know annoyed?
I try to translate.
Okay.
No, yeah, irritated. Oh,
yeah, if
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, if you're irritated or annoyed, you're frustrated or upset.
Maybe when I think about that I will have a lot of job, yeah, in my near future, I irritated about it, yeah, and so if I have maybe a lot of things to do at home, for example, washing up, yeah, and cleaning, and yeah.
Okay.
I don't like to do it, yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing about you said is that the common mistake made by non-native speakers of English, instead of a lot of job, you actually have a lot of work.
A lot of work at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of work
Thank
at
you.
home, a lot of work at a
Mhm.
lot of work to do. So
Mhm.
either at home or in your job. So,
Mhm.
okay. All right. And Sasha, what were the last two things you cried about? And was it like when you were 2 years old? So,
What was it? Cried about?
yeah.
Uh,
Unless it's too
maybe
personal.
I fell because when I fell
Uh-huh.
uh, when I was a kid, I I fell.
It fell
All,
down.
yes, but that's it, I think.
Uh-huh.
About
Okay.
events, I actually don't cry,
Uh-huh.
even people
Yeah.
die.
A lot of well, if a lot of men don't cry, I think. But you cry when you're boys, but not when you're men. But then a lot of men do. It depends. So Vladimir, what were the last two things that made you happy?
The last two things that made me happy. Maybe one it's a good meal I had,
Uh-huh.
and the second is my girlfriend went to her mother on month. he he left for a month,
Oh. Okay. All right. So your girlfriend left for a month. Okay.
and I have a bit of rest here.
Were you in my class a while ago? Or is this your
No,
first time? Okay.
yes, it's first.
I think there was another person about a month or 2 months ago that actually said the same thing, or said something similar that my girlfriend or my wife is gone and I have the place to myself. So, and that's nice for sometimes. So Cornell, can you tell us what were the last two drinks of alcohol you had?
My favorite one is whiskey plus Coke with ice,
Uh-huh.
and it was the last one.
Uh-huh. How about the last two? What was the second one?
Uh, I don't drink another ones because it is my favorite one, and
Okay.
I don't mix it because
Okay.
I will have some problem with my stomach.
So you have Coke and Coke are the last two drinks.
Yeah.
Okay. I like rum and Coke, so but it's been probably 15, 20 years since I've had any. So um all right. Um so the next question. Laura, can you name two things you need every day?
Well, first of all, I need a coffee when I woke up. When I
Uh-huh.
wake up,
So a coffee or a cup of coffee? Uh-huh.
a cup of coffee, and then I need to walk or make some type of a sport of exercise.
Exercise, okay. And that's necessary. Excellent.
Yes, for my mental peace, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nadia, can you name two of your favorite bands?
Oh, bands. It's mean
Bands like Aerosmith or um,
Holly.
hello?
Yeah, hello. Name of your favorite bands. Oh, I don't have any favorite bands.
Okay.
Maybe in my childhood, maybe it was Nirvana and
Uh-huh.
some Russian machine. It's like a Russian bands.
Time machine.
Picnic, yeah, Picnic
Uh-huh.
and Yeah, maybe it's Nirvana or I don't remember. But
Yeah.
now I don't have any favorite bands at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any right now. And when I was a teenager, the ones that were my favorite bands, none of you guys would know of. So, all right. So, Sasha, can you name 2 things you really want to buy right now?
First thing is apartment, and second maybe a car.
Okay, an apartment and a car. Okay, what kind of car?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Not
so you haven't thought about it.
not a lemon.
Not a limit. So
Yeah,
any car
new.
will be fine.
Okay, yes.
Okay, Vladimir, how about you? Can you think of 2 celebrities you really want to meet?
Dead or alive?
It doesn't matter.
So maybe the first one will be Roosevelt, and but he's dead. And the second, it's Eminem.
Uh-huh. Okay. And is Eminem alive?
Yeah, of course.
I say I don't. That's a celebrity I don't know anything about. Is he a rap singer?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
He's still.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I want to. We're out of time, so I want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you got a chance to practice speaking English. So this was more or less a fluency course, fluency lesson. Hello, Jaya. You came right at the last minute, so I'll see you all later. Oh wow, what was that? Thank you, Laura. All right, we'll see you later. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the class.
Thanks.